The coffee pot slipped from her trembling hands, splattering a trail of brown across her white apron. But it wasn't the heat of the spilled coffee that stung her. It was the laughter. The cruel, heartless laughter of 3 young men seated in the corner booth. The oldest of them, barely 21, leaned back with a smirk too smug for his years. His designer shirt screamed wealth. His attitude shouted something worse. Without warning, he spat on her clean apron and muttered something so vile that the entire diner fell silent. The old woman's eyes flickered with hurt, but she said nothing. She just stood there, coffee dripping from the pot, her pride breaking, one drop at a time. If you believe that kindness and respect should never depend on someone's age or status, take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Stories of Kindness, where we remind the world that small actions can reveal who we truly are. Her name was Martha Green, 69 years old, a widow who had spent her entire life serving others with a gentle smile. Every morning she walked 5 blocks to the diner, tied her worn apron, and poured coffee for strangers who rarely met her eyes. She'd survived storms, losing her husband to cancer, raising her only son alone. Yet she never lost her warmth. But today, that warmth had been mocked, literally spat upon. The boy's name was Bryce Weller, son of a real estate tycoon who practically owned the town. He'd never worked a single day. To him, people like Martha were just background extras in the movie of his privileged life. Bryce laughed as one of his friends lifted a phone. "This'll go viral," one of them chuckled. Martha's hands trembled as she dabbed her apron, whispering an apology though she'd done nothing wrong. She only wanted to vanish. But Bryce didn't see what was happening behind him. 4 men standing by the diner door, clad in dark leather vests marked with Hell's Angels patches. One of them, broad-shouldered and covered in tattoos, leaned against the counter, arms folded and eyes cold as steel. His name was Rex Dalton, a man who'd seen the worst of life but lived by a simple code: respect those who serve you. The room grew tense. Martha turned to refill another cup, pretending nothing had happened, but even the jukebox seemed to hold its breath. Bryce smirked, checking his phone, waiting for likes that hadn't even arrived. Then, the diner door shut with a heavy thud. Rex's boots echoed on the checkered floor as he walked toward the booth. His shadow fell over Bryce, blocking the light. The other bikers stood behind him, silent but watchful. The laughter died instantly. Rex didn't raise his voice. He didn't need to. His eyes did all the talking. He picked up the fallen coffee pot, placed it carefully on the counter, and turned to Martha. "Ma'am," he said softly, "did he hurt you?" Martha shook her head, unable to meet anyone's gaze. Rex turned to Bryce, his voice calm, almost too calm. "You think it's funny to spit on someone just trying to make a living?" "That woman could be your grandmother," Bryce stammered, his confidence collapsing under the weight of silence. The phone in his hand suddenly felt heavy, like guilt. Rex nodded toward the counter. "You're going to make this right," he said. "Start by cleaning up your mess." Bryce froze, staring at the puddle of coffee and his reflection in it. Then, to everyone's surprise, he bent down and picked up a rag. His hands shook. His friends stayed frozen in shame. The diner watched as the rich boy wiped the floor, each stroke washing away a bit of his arrogance. Martha tried to stop him. "It's all right, dear," she whispered, but Rex shook his head gently. "No, ma'am. It's time someone showed him what respect looks like." When Bryce finished, he looked smaller, not because of his posture, but because of what he'd realized. He had never cleaned anything before, never apologized and meant it. "I'm sorry," he murmured. Martha's tired eyes softened into a faint smile. "Thank you, son," she said. The diner exhaled together, as though everyone had been holding their breath. Rex nodded once and walked back to his table. His crew followed silently, shadows of justice fading into their seats. But that wasn't the end. Later that night, when the diner had closed, Bryce returned. Martha was wiping down the last table. He held an envelope filled with cash, his father's money. "I want to make it right," he said, holding it out. Martha shook her head. "Money can't clean what pride dirties," she said softly. "But kindness can." Her words stayed with him far longer than any punishment could. Bryce left with a heavy heart, not realizing Rex was outside, smoking by his bike. The biker watched him go and muttered, "Maybe there's hope for him after all." A week later, Martha found a note taped to her locker. It wasn't signed, but she knew exactly who had written it. Thank you for forgiving me. I'm volunteering at the community kitchen now. You showed me what real work looks like. Beneath it was a receipt, a large anonymous donation to a local shelter, made in her name. Martha pressed the note to her chest and cried quietly. Sometimes, life's cruelest moments become the spark for someone else's redemption. She never spoke of that day again, but the bikers told the story differently. Not about the spit or the shame, but about the woman who forgave and the boy who finally understood respect. If this story touched your heart, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Stories of Kindness. Your support keeps stories of compassion and redemption alive. Before you go, tell us in the comments, what would you have done if you were there that day? Would you have stood up like Rex? Or forgiven like Martha? Because sometimes, the smallest act of kindness can silence the loudest cruelty and change a heart forever.